when I'm looking at you and you're looking at me. I can feel something, or what can it be?
बैंड बाजा ब्राइड पर आज तक कितनी कहानियां सच हुई हैं, मोहब्बतें हमें कहां तक लेके गई हैं, और आज ये राज अपनी सिमरन को ढूंढता ढूंढता पहुंचा है कुनूर। और मुझे यकीन है कि मुझे मेरी सिमरन आज ज़रूर मिलेगी। सिमरन, तुम्हारा राज आ रहा है। हाँ तो सिमरन, तुम्हें ढूंढता ढूंढता देखो मैं यहाँ तक कुन्नूर पहुँच गया, मगर यार तुम्हें मेरा थोड़ा सा इंतज़ार तो करना चाहिए था।
You know what, भरत, इंतज़ार तो किया पर तुम थोड़ा सा लेट हो गए। मुझे मेरा राज यहीं कुन्नूर में मिल गया।
कोई बात नहीं सेन्योरिटा, बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें तो होती रहती हैं, नहीं? वैसे तुम्हारी ये DDLJ वाली रोमांटिक कहानी है काफ़ी दिलचस्प, सुनाओगी मुझे?
Definitely.
यहाँ नहीं, शहर घूमते हैं।
चलो, let's go.
सिमरन, मुस्कान खन्ना बैंड बाजा ब्राइड पर हमारी अगली दुल्हन, एंड आई थिंक शी इज एब्सोल्युटली ब्यूटीफुल। व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
I'm Muskaan Khanna, I'm 28 and I'm Punjabi. I was born in Assam and then we moved to Dubai and then Sri Lanka, and then I went to England to do my further studies, after which I worked in Bombay and then Delhi for a bit, and I moved to Coonoor about 3 years ago and I started working with my dad. He has a tea business. Honestly, if someone had to describe me in one word, it would be filmy. I am 100% filmy. And I think my favorite movie in the world, I know my favorite movie in the world is DDLJ. I've watched it over 100 times at least. And I really, really believe that someday my Raj would come find me.
हाँ तो सिमरन नहीं भरत, मुस्कान। ये तो बात पक्की हो गई कि तुम DDLJ की बहुत बड़ी फैन हो। कितनी बड़ी फैन हो?
Huge!
कितनी बार फिल्म देखी है?
I think at least 100 बार।
बट देखो यार मुस्कान, अब मैं इस राज गेटअप में आया तुम्हारे लिए। तुम इस सिमरन गेटअप में आई तो थी मेरे लिए, लेकिन तुमने मेरा दिल तो तोड़ ही दिया है। सो मौका है, दस्तूर भी, यहाँ पर हम चाय के बागानों में खड़े हैं, लेकिन हम इस वक्त सोचेंगे कि हम उन लंबे एंडलेस सरसों के खेतों के बीच में हैं, जहाँ राज और सिमरन पहली बार मिले थे। सो शैल वी? या आप मुझे सिखाएंगे या मैं आपको सिखाऊंगा? आप बड़ी फैन है ना, आप मुझे बताएंगे। हाँ हाँ तो अच्छा तो मुस्कान, now that I've had my DDLJ moment and I feel a little pacified than before, जिस शख्स की वजह से आपने मेरा ये दिल तोड़ा, जो आपका राज है, किधर है, कहाँ छुपा हुआ है, कब मिलवाओगे?
अच्छा, you mean Sharan?
Yes, I mean Sharan.
He's waiting at the exact same spot where he proposed to me actually. This is Bharat.
Hi Sharan.
Hey, what? Sorry.
And I have just been so keen to meet you because after all, he's the man जिसकी वजह से आज मेरा दिल टूटा है. But we'll keep that for some other day because I have had a great afternoon with Muskaan today, a very Bollywood afternoon if I may say, and I have deduced that she here is every bit of Simran from the film DDLJ. Have you seen the film first? Have you seen the movie?
Not really. I mean, I've watched it once, but I fell asleep halfway through.
Okay. So then my next question is, she is Simran. from the film DDLJ. But are you any bit of Raj from DDLJ?
Absolutely not.
So now this just gets more interesting. You say you're not any bit of it. So Sharan, tell me, who are you? What are you like? Tell us about yourself.
Fairly simple people. I belong to a community which lives up in the Nilgiris called the Badgaas. Hi, I'm Sharan Ramakrishnan. I'm 30 years old. I come from the small town called Coonoor, which is up in the Nilgiris, and I pretty much lived here all my life. I am a planter, a tea planter, and I run my own little factory. I like my retro music, and I enjoy my CCR, Bob Dylan's. I enjoy my Simon and Garfunkel a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much me, and she enjoys her Bollywood.
So there's Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol, and there's Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah. I see diametrically opposite people in front of me, and you both are so much in love. How did you guys even meet? I mean, how did this all grow up?
So I met Muskaan about 2 years back through a couple of common friends, and we started hanging out a lot and started getting to know each other. In fact, we became good friends.
Muskaan?
No, we did. We became good friends, but at which point I knew that Sharan liked me. But I wasn't ready for a relationship or anything of that sort at that point. So I just sort of refrained. The more you get to know Sharan, you realize he's one of the most loving, caring, gentle people you could ever come across in your life. But initially, yes, I'd suppressed those feelings for a very long time, and it took me very long to actually be able to express my love for him.
Sharan, sooner the better, or better late than never. But then two people meet and they become friends and they fall in love. But how did this come together? The idea of marriage and being together for the rest of your lives.
We had a couple of friends who had come from out of town, and we decided to go out for dinner to Ooty, to a nice place called Kingscliff. And I had already bought her the ring. And I told one of my friends that I wanted to talk to her, and pretended like it was something about a fight, and she came rushing out to find out what it was.
There was this huge bonfire and all going on, and before I could even understand what was happening, he got down on one knee and pulled out a ring.
I could tell when I saw you standing there, it was a love thing.
And the DDLJ tune started playing in the background, and there was confetti, and there was chocolates and cake and the works. It was perfect, and that's how our happily ever after began. That's the exact spot. Like, it's literally there.
Literally there? That's
Exactly.
the historic spot where it all went down?
Yes.
Yes, where you exhibited great strength and courage and test of character.
Cold night too, so I stood outside for a long time, yeah.
I am so proud of you there, buddy, because this sounds like a story from a golden jubilee Bollywood blockbuster, And I must tell you, as much as you're in denial that you're Bollywood and, nothing like that, you did go the filmy way and you absolutely nailed it.
Yes, I did go the filmy way, but, she lives and breathes Bollywood, yeah. And I was pretty sure I'm going to get a yes with that kind of a proposal, so I did propose.
And it's such a pleasure to see you. And you guys make a beautiful couple. So guys, please stay blessed, stay together and love each other for the rest of your lives. All the best from the team. And I will see you very soon at the wedding. But Muskaan, we still have that opportunity and that time to meet the real heroes of your life, which are none other than your own parents. And I just cannot wait to see them. So let's go to your place and get to meet them. Sharan, once again, I will see you at the wedding.
Great meeting you too.
Pleasure. Let's go.
Tea ready, but where are they in Muskaan and Sharan?
They must be coming here.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Oh my God! Hello, Bharat. Hi.
Good evening, Auntie.
Good evening.
Such a pleasure to see you.
Lovely seeing you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, hi. How are
Pleasure. Very well. Bharat,
you? Indi, hi.
please. So, let me begin by saying this, that yes, every bride is a special one on Band Baajaa Bride, but my reason to come all the way to Coonoor was to see the two of you.
Well, thanks.
Well, thank
That's nice
you.
of you.
That's
That's
nice
nice
of
of
you.
you.
You know, I mean, your daughter has been so kind today. She's shown me around this beautiful little town, and you know, I have seen so much and heard so much about the teas that you make. I thought I will come all the way to have that cup of tea with you.
Wonderful. Is this the first time you've come to Coonoor then, is it?
Yes, sir, actually I have, and I am looking forward to that cup of tea because that is going to start the conversation we're going to have.
All yours.
May I please serve everyone?
Yes, please go ahead.
Well, beautiful is the catchword since I have laid step into Coonoor. But then the most beautiful two people that I was looking forward to seeing is the both of you.
Oh, we're touched.
And I will be very honest about it because when I read Muskaan's application and nomination form, I stopped at one point where I had great respect for the both of you, for being such strong parents, for being such supporting parents, and being the rocks that you were, you know, because it was just so clearly evident in front of me. So Muskaan, I have to ask you here, as I read before you met Sharan, and he's an amazing guy, you know that. I've said it so many times. You did have somebody else
I did.
in your life, and all that it led to, you know, the situations in your life is where these two people came in and played such a great role. So, would you like to tell me about it?
I was engaged to a guy before I met Sharan. We were dating for I think about 2 or 3 months and he proposed. And I said yes because to me it felt right. He seemed perfectly fine and he seemed like a dream come true at that point. And I remember my cousin even told me, she's like, don't you think you're rushing things a bit? And I was like, no, he ticks all my boxes, so it's perfectly fine, like, he's the right guy and all. And I told mom and dad and they were very supportive as always. And we got officially engaged within the next 2 months of that. And a week after that is the first time he hit me. And from then onwards, I think almost on I would say weekly basis, fortnightly basis, he would raise his hand on me. And I felt that I never wanted to tell my parents because I just felt they were too deep into it. I was too deep into it, wedding preparations had started and they wanted this big fat Punjabi wedding and there was a lot of expenditure, there was a lot of pressure on my parents, so I just felt I didn't want to burden them further, and in my head I thought, he'll stop, and it never did. And about 3 months before the wedding, my parents had come down to finalize all the arrangements. The wedding was taking place in Chandigarh itself. And my parents had gone to do the hotel bookings and the catering and everything, and both of us had gone for a drive, and he started abusing me again. And I think it was a moment, and I just snapped, and I was like, I can't do this anymore, I really can't. And I gave his ring back to him and I walked off. And I came back home and I started crying. And I remember my dad just looked at me and he's like, he hits you, doesn't he? And I said, yeah. And he's like, okay, that's it, we're calling it off. That was it. I mean, it was just that in that one moment they decided to call it off, and my mom's like, definitely we're calling it off.
I'm sorry that I have to bring this up here, it's not really, but it just gives me such great regard for parents in today's day and age, for you to have acted, sir.
No, but for God's sake, you raised a daughter not to be abused by anybody, and she kept it hidden for a very long time. But the day she told me, I told her, I said, just get out of it. I said, it's ridiculous. You just engaged. Thankfully, you're not married, and there's nothing, no responsibilities or anything. I said, just get out of it. End of story.
I'm forced to ask you this question. At no point of course, you come across as such open-minded parents. It's a needless question, but I'm still going to ask. At no point did the whole idea of societal pressure or extended...
That's a load of bull, sorry. That just doesn't
Never.
come in.
Can I shake your hand?
That's a load
Never
of
entered our mind. We said, in fact, she kept saying, all the arrangements are done, everything. And we told her, so what? We said, money will come and go. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't buy
We
happiness.
said, at the end of the day, it is you that matters to us. Nothing else.
when she went through that little episode in her life, it was a little hard. But then, you know, one's lived life, one's seen a little bit of life, and one just took it in one stride and said, all right, that's it, it's behind us, we've got to move on, and that was it. If you're asking me about pressure, I don't think any parent needs to succumb to pressure. The child needs to be happy, give them the freedom. There's no such thing as peer pressure, there's no such thing as social pressures. You have to live your life the way you want to.
Muskaan, all I can say is that yours has truly been such a Bollywood, like, you know, with its own twists and turns and roller coasters, and villains have appeared, and heroes of a completely different nature have come to fore, and they have played their pivotal roles in your life. And as they say, na, wo ek koi gyani aadmi bol gaya tha अंग्रेजी च, all's well that ends well. And this is a great ending which is going to mark a fantastic beginning to your life ahead. We all agree on that.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yes,
That's a nice way of
yes.
putting it.
I'm so glad we all agree there. And for those who are not aware, let me tell you that this is going to be the beginning of your journey. And you're going to be going to Mumbai, you're going to be meeting Juhi there and Sabyasachi, which I'm sure you're really, really looking forward to. Yeah, excited. And Uncle Auntie, मतलब ये मेरा बोलना बनता है, नहीं तो कहानी अधूरी रह जाएगी कि ये जो आपकी मुस्कान है, ये हमारे शो पे सिमरन बन चुकी है। इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। इससे बड़ी फैन तो शायद शाहरुख खान को खुद भी ढूंढने से नहीं मिलेगी, जहाँ तक मेरी सोच और समझ कहती है। And because she's such a die-hard fan, we want to do it the DDLJ way.
Wow.
Oh, lovely.
तो बाबूजी, आपकी इजाज़त चाहिए कि आप सिमरन को कुनूर से मुंबई शहर तक जाने दें, और सिमरन आप बाबूजी से इजाज़त मांगिए।
जा भाई जा सिमरन, जा अपनी जिंदगी जाके जीत।
This is going to be a legendary beginning where we have done it all, where the Raj Simran act has happened, where the whole romantic angle has been drawn, and then Bauji has also done an appearance with the mooch and all.
After a beautiful filmy story of romance, now it is time to get down to some serious work, and we are going to tackle Muskaan's prime concern, her skin, by taking her to Dr. Jamuna Pai.
When I'm looking at you and you're looking at me,